touch gloves. Okay? Caleb does Tomonaga on me. Everyone say bye, Sensei.
Bye, Sensei.
Here we go. If I would not have shoulder rolled, I would have landed on my face like this. Say, don't want to do that. That's why we practice our shoulder rolls for 30 minutes. Okay. Now we see what Tomonaga is. Now we get to throw you guys. Say yay! Yay! Hey, so stand up.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see. Just we have to make a grip. So say it with me. Say make a grip.
Make a grip.
Okay. So now I push. Say it with me. Push. Now after I push, I probably need to do what?
Alright, so, right?
Pull.
I gotta have momentum with this throw, right? I'm gonna say momentum.
Good. Push.
Good. Just push it.
Pull.
I'm gonna pull.
Push.
Push.
Pull. Now,
When I feel it's
whenever I
right,
pull them, I don't want to stop whenever I sit down.
I'm gonna put my
I need
foot
to
on his
keep
belly,
stepping
right?
until it's time for me to do my Tomonaga. Okay? So say it with me. Say
Right?
pull.
Just like this.
I pull, then I sit. Then I roll.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Right? Yes, then you can do your escape, right? Come on. Yeah. Transfer. Jump. Knocks his next.
Right?
Whoa.
So, if I don't have a gi, I'm gonna grab the back of his elbow and the back of his neck.
So we bow.
This
We
gives
touch
me a
gloves.
grip, right? So
Okay.
I gotta keep
So
on
step
going.
one is what?
Pull.
Grab. Make a grip. Okay? What's the next step?
Foot up on his belly, and then I kick.
Yes, I push him. So say it with me. Say push.
Okay, you go sideways.
After I push him, I probably need to do what? Pull. Now what?
Push.
Now what?
Pull.
Now what?
Push.
Now what?
Pull.
Now I don't want to stop. I want to keep going. So I pull, then I sit, and I land full mount. And then I can escape.
It's a little bit easier when I have the gi on, right? I grab the lapels up here. It's
Sam's turn.
collar,
Wow.
right?
Sam's standing here.
Do we get to the back?
Push.
Yes, you go to the back line. So here we go. We bow,
Foot.
then we touch gloves.
Right?
Okay? So he doesn't have the gi
Right.
for now.
Check.
For now. Okay?
Okay.
So one hand's here, other hand's here. One hand on the wrist, other hand on the
Good answer.
neck.
Neck.
Okay? So here it is again. Push. Pull. Push. Pull. What's next?
Push.
Push. Now what?
Pull.
Pull. But do I stop?
No.
No.
Never.
Okay? So here. Boom up. Here. And then I sit.
There you go.
And I end up on top of it.
Because she's doing it differently.
Now I get to throw Jill. Whoa. We bow. We touch gloves. She doesn't have a gi. So I need to grab her what?
Wrist.
And her what? Neck. Okay? Well, I start with a pull that time. Push. Pull. Push. Pull. Sit. Lean up on top. Okay. Tomo Nagi. Everybody get thrown? Yes. Is everybody's head still attached to their body? Yes! It's because you know how to roll. Okay? All right. What we get to do now is we get to partner up and throw each other. Say yay! Yay! And then I get to show you guys a submission from that position. It's called the guillotine. Everybody say whoa.
Whoa.
Okay? Guillotine. Let's see.
Assuming you need a gi to do that?
Nope, nope. That is a no gi choke. You don't need a gi to do this choke I'm about to teach you after we do Tomonaga. So, it's a sacrifice throw. Okay? Does anybody have an idea what that means, sacrifice throw? No. Sacrifice throw, Sam?
You sacrifice yourself?
Yes. You fall, and you guarantee that they fall. Okay? That's why we call it a sacrifice throw. Okay? There's different throws that aren't sacrifice throw, but we're not going to get into that today because I just got a little bit of time to teach you guys this submission I'm about to show you. Like out of reach. Very good. No. Yep, we're in a reach. Very good. Okay? So, let's say that I did Tomonaga and I end up in full mount. Okay? Okay, with my partner, we bow, we touch gloves. Here it is. So I push, I pull, push, I pull, and that's it. And I end up on top. Okay? This position is called full mount. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You right? Good. Now that I end up here, I can do what's called a guillotine choke. This looks like this.
One for you, Jackson.
sit up and I crank on his neck. So he doesn't like it. Everybody say whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, all right, we're not gonna move, but you guys are gonna move around me quick. Okay, so here I am in full mount. What I'm gonna do is I need to get control of Caleb's head. So I'm gonna put my head on the floor. Everybody say head on the floor.
Head on the floor.
Now I need to dig this under.
Dig it under.
Everybody say dig under.
Dig under.
Yeah, and then I have to grab my lapel. Everybody say grab my lapel.
Grab my lapel.
If you don't have a jiu-jitsu jacket, that's okay. You grab your other hand. Everybody say grab my hand.
Grab my hand.
Boom. Okay? Now I'm here. Now what's gonna happen is I have to squeeze. So one hand here, I'm gonna grab my jacket, or two hands here. And then I have to look up towards the sky. Everybody say look up.
Look up.
Yeah, and you start to crank on their neck.
That's not really
Was that
a
me or was
choke.
that you?
I don't know.
I think that
That
was
was
me.
him.
Okay? Pretty sure it was me.
Doesn't sound much like a choke.
Right? So, guillotine, here it is one more time. Everybody say head on the floor.
Head on the floor.
Everybody say dig.
Dig.
Boom. Okay? Now I grab my lapel. Everybody say grab my lapel.
Grab
Grab my lapel.
Everybody say hand on the floor.
Hand on the floor.
Everybody say look up.
Look up.
Everybody say squeeze.
Squeeze.
Yeah.
This is basically a choke to break their neck. It doesn't look very much like a choke.
You,
Yeah, it's like you're trying to break your neck.
it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that, but
It's
you
not
will
really
not.
a choke. It looks
Now,
like you're trying to break your neck. but
it is
you're
kind of like
also
that, but
then-
hold on, let me
you're also
explain.
trying to break your arm.
Yeah, you're not trying to break. You're not trying to break any bones just yet. Okay, all you are trying to do is put pressure on the neck. This is actually a air choke. So your hand goes under, and you grab, and you squeeze. When you don't like it anymore, you tap. When the person taps full, you let go. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Guillotine from the mount. Guillotine from the mount. We're gonna have some new partners now. So stand up.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see.